today is a former walk-on quarterback from Purdue. He is a 5-time All-Pro, 13-time Pro Bowl, and 2-time NFL Offensive Player of the Year, NFL Comeback Player of the Year, the second most passing yards in NFL history, Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, and also now officially a Drew Brees.
I mean,
cheers to that, baby. Drew, you're the man, brother. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
I guess we got to start with the Hall of Fame. It just happened.
Yeah, it's fresh.
Dan Fouts. That's how you found out.
Himself.
I know. So I share a birthday with my oldest son, Dalen. Okay. So he's born on my 30th birthday. So we had a birthday weekend. It's always Martin Luther King weekend. So really the weekend's about him, just doing whatever he wants to do. So then Monday rolls around, and my daughter, who's 11, is like the light of my life, just says, Dad, I want to take you out to eat. I'm like, oh,
nice.
Oh, this is the greatest. So my wife, my daughter, they're ready to go. 5 o'clock, be ready. We're going to take you out to eat. So I'm ready, and the boys are messing around doing something upstairs. I'm like, boys, let's go. You know, Rylan wants to take Dad out to eat. Let's go. And they're messing around. So now I'm starting to get a little fired up. I'm like, yo, Rylan said 5 o'clock. We're leaving the house. I'm like about to get in the car and leave them all, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, here's the knock at the door. And I'm like, who's knocking at the door now? We're trying to leave. You know, my daughter set this up. I just want this to be special for her. And then there's Mr. Supercharger Dan Fouts himself in the gold jacket.
That is incredible.
Welcoming me into the Hall of Fame. So they had me. It was a good setup.
What happens when you feel that? Like, do you like think about your career? Like you think about like, I don't, it's got to be crazy in that moment, right?
Yeah, it was, like I said, like my mind was totally elsewhere. So it was such a shock. And I mean, obviously cameras, you know, and NFL films and everything too. And then all of a sudden it's the rush of emotion. And, just thinking about getting to that moment and just everything that's transpired. And I immediately look at my family. And I mean, honestly, I played so much longer than I ever thought I would. And in many cases, I did it because I wanted my kids to remember what Dad did.
So cool, man.
And then I'm looking at them and, you know, I see their eyes welling up and just, you know, lost it.
That's awesome, brother. Man. So cool.
Beautiful family. Walk on to Hall of Famer, brother. Not many can say that, dog. I only know one that may have a chance.
You shut up. So what's the process now? Have you already thought about like what picture you're going to use for your bust? Like, who's going to introduce you?
I know who's going to introduce me, but I can't say because I want to make that special. But yeah, it's you start thinking about those. I mean, literally each moment since then has gotten me a little closer to reality. You know, at that time, it's still so surreal, and you just want to pinch yourself, and you're not sure if this is just a dream. Yeah. But I'd say yesterday, before they announced it at Honors, a couple hours before, all our class of Hall of Famers, you know, got into a room. So Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, Roger Craig.
I mean, they're all good. Trav, you got to tell us.
Dude. We're sitting there. We got a front row seat to the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we're seeing everybody come out. You're the last to come out. He taps me on the arm. I was like, dude, this is a great class. I'm like, yeah, Jason, it's the Hall of Fame. Did you expect to not know anyone they were saying?
But how many first ballot guys? Like, I don't know. It does feel like a special class.
I would say this. I don't know the last time you actually went and looked at each class of Hall of Famers.
It's been a while
since they started doing this.
Yeah, okay.
But literally every class, it's almost like each one is like, whoa, that was a great class. Whoa.
Seriously.
Like, that was a great. Dude, it was Parcells, man.
Yeah.
It was all Parcells. Yeah. Like, in fact, there were those moments where I could tell he would get up in the team meeting. I could just watch him walk in. I'd be like, shit, he talked to Parcells. It's going to be one of these. I could feel it, you know, and we were going to get it, you know, but it was good. I mean, it was wisdom.
You see him and Bo Nix's relationship and see a little bit of the
beginning there's
stages.
Some fire.
Yeah.
There's some fire.
You know? Bo throws it back at him too.
Dude, absolutely. And I think Sean appreciates that.
That's what I was going to say the same thing. We had Howard Mudd early in my career in Philly.
Oh yeah.
And I felt like he used to sometimes just yell at you to see what your response would be. And I think that sometimes it's like more even mental, like they want that like fire out of a guy. And like, if you're willing to answer that, you're willing to stick up for yourself. Like, no, coach, I think that this is what you told me. And you know what I mean? That goes a little bit with those guys.
What I appreciated so much about Sean was he had an ability to order the chaos, like to block out all the noise and just give you a very a very defined like keys to victory.
Yeah.
And narrow it down to the point where, hey, man, this is our vision. Like, this is the path to get there. And now let's go execute. He instilled confidence in guys. He had a way to motivate guys through kind of humor. You know, those coaches just have a knack, like, I give an example. It was like we had a safety one time who was getting all kinds of interceptions, but he wanted to bust his balls in practice just to kind of keep him honest. So he's like, hey, you know, DB's like, he's going to intercept it, but we got to block everybody because he's slow. He's slow as molasses. They're going to hawk him before he gets to the end zone. So we got to block everybody in order for him to get in.
That's
like he would
great.
just make comments like that,
Yeah.
like just in case you started, you know,
Getting a little bit
feeling
too
pretty good about yourself, you
Hell
know?
yeah, you
Like he
already
just
know.
keep you honest, hold you accountable, you know? So he had a knack for that. And then I would say just like his open and honesty to you. He was always open door policy. Come see me anytime you want if you want to talk about anything. You may not like what I have to tell you, but I'm always going to be honest with you.
Come on now.
You know?
Listen,
So
tell
guys
me the
come up
truth.
there, I'm not happy about my playing time or this and that. He's like, okay, well, let me tell you why. But now let me tell you how we can rectify that or how we can fix it, how we can get better than that. And he would give you that path and that vision. And he was amazing at that.
That's awesome.
Those are the kind of guys you want to play for, man.
I got to ask this too. Like, very opinionated guy, offensive genius, Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Hall of Famer, one of the most brilliant minds in the game.
Yeah.
What was it like game planning with you guys? Like, there's like, are you getting plays? Like, how does that go?
Was it full trust, or were you throwing in your input on the Mondays and Tuesdays, getting up to the Wednesdays?
I'd say, I mean, it was very collaborative.
Nice, man.
It's funny. I went back and looked at a 2006 call sheet,
Yeah.
which was our first year. And
Yeah.
this in 2020, I was like, hey, pull up an 06 call sheet. And bro, it was like third grade compared to where we had evolved to
That's
you know, in
awesome,
2020.
man.
And a lot of that, though, was because we had been together so long that it's not like you really eliminate. You just kind of like add little layers to
Oh, yeah, little
everything,
wrinkles to
right? It's
everything,
just
you know
little
what I mean?
wrinkles. His ability just to walk in and be like, hey, you remember in
Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's special Valentine celebration drove the world into a pure frenzy, captivating the collective imagination from Kansas City to Korea, and drawing everyone, fans or not, into a web of fascination and sensation. For weeks leading up to the romantic holiday, rumors swirled across social media platforms with investigative fans analyzing everything from cryptic Instagram posts to choice lyrics and even GPS sightings of private jets. The anticipation was inescapable, a collision course between pop culture royalty and athletic prowess. Valentine's Day dawned with a buzz in the air. Both Kelce, fresh off a Super Bowl high, and Swift, between tour legs and album teasers, seemed poised for something spectacular. Every news outlet primed for a story. Breakfast tables globally were abuzz with predictions and conspiracy theories. Would there be a surprise engagement, perhaps a heartfelt song release, or even a public spectacle drowning in roses and fireworks? As the sun set over North America, images began flooding the timelines. The couple was indeed together, spotted at a secluded, candlelit rooftop restaurant in the heart of New York City, bathed in the twinkling lights of the skyline. This venue, typically closed for private events, had reopened its doors for just one reservation. Curious onlookers gathered below hoping for a glimpse, but the pair sailed past distractions as if this night was created just for them. Waiters in tailored suits ushered in signature cocktails named after Swift's lyrics and Kelce's big plays, menus printed in delicate gold script, and a string quartet filling the air with orchestral renditions of Love Story and Shake It Off. Cell phones quivered in hands across the world as analysts tried to decode each outfit. Every shared glance, the subtle clasp of her hand in his. Fans felt their hearts collectively thump at the possibility of a hidden message, a lyric Easter egg, or a signal about the future. Swift, in a velvet burgundy dress and diamond earrings that matched the city's sparkle, appeared more radiant than ever, her cheeks flush, her laughter sincere, and Kelce equally dashing, his posture proud but soft in her presence. A man who'd caught lightning in a bottle and cherished every second. But the magic didn't rest only in celebrity or exclusivity. It was in the details. Onlookers soon discovered that their table centerpiece was built from flowers handpicked for their rarity and meaning. White peonies symbolizing bashful love, red tulips for fiery passion, and, tenderly, violets for loyalty. Candles flickered as they toasted with champagne from a bottle rumored to have been saved from Kelce's rookie NFL year, a sign that he had been saving moments just for this. Swift, true to form, presented Kelce with a handwritten letter, sealed in wax, the contents of which became the subject of endless TikTok speculation and fan art before the clock even struck midnight. In a world where love is too often filtered and curated for social media, Their celebration felt both public and deeply private, a paradox that only amplified the feverish fascination. TV stations cut away from primetime news to cover their movements. Radio DJs played back-to-back Swift songs in a loop, interspersing rumors that snippets of the evening would inspire her next chart-topping single. Fashion blogs exploded with breakdowns of outfits, jewelry, even theories about the symbolism tied to Kelce's cufflinks. The world's pulse seemed to sync to theirs for a few whimsical hours, and in that moment, millions found themselves rooting not just for a couple, but for the hope that fairy tales still existed. It didn't end there. As they left arm in arm, reporters noted that instead of diving into the waiting limousine, Travis and Taylor strolled down the avenue, blending into the night for as long as fame allowed. There were no bodyguards shadowing their every move, just two people who'd mastered the art of living in the moment despite a world watching, dissecting, speculating. The noise of the city faded around them, and somewhere a street performer began to play a soft tune, a little wink from Manhattan to its newest Valentine icons. The next day, rather than unleashing a deluge of staged photos or press releases, both disappeared from the public eye, content to let mystery linger. The internet, unsated, kept searching for clues, hoping for one more frame, one more sign, unwilling to let go of the intoxicating possibilities. Conspiracies abounded. A shadowy figure in a jewelry store days before Valentine's, rumors of a duet being recorded in secret, a possible engagement ring cleverly hidden in last night's photos. No one really knew, and that was the point. In a world too eager to know everything, Swift and Kelce gave fans an irresistible question mark. Is this the start of a new era in pop culture royalty? Will the world's greatest romantic inspire new anthems, more victory dances, or something none of us could even imagine? For now, all anyone can do is wait and watch and wonder, hearts collectively pounding to the rhythm of the world's newest, brightest fairy tale.